Hi guys, and welcome to an Evolve Stage 2 video. So we are on Sheer Horror Week 3 and the theme of this week is Blast from the Past, and this is because we have a reworked monster, a reworked map and possibly a reworked game mode. So before we start, I'd just like to mention that not only have we got this week, we've also had a change to week 4's thumbnail. Now, in one of my last videos, I was talking about this picture and I thought there was going to be a completely new monster. However, it looks like it's going to now be a frosty version of Behemoth, and if you log into the game, when you get your rewards on day 26, there is a grayed out picture of a frosty Behemoth, so that is highly likely going to be the new monster. But anyway, let's get to it. So if you click on this fantastic icon for this week, we are taken to this lovely page, and if you listen carefully, you are greeted by a spooky voice saying death. And if you haven't already noticed, Wraith is our reworked monster of the week, and this surprised me as Wraith is already available for some people. For me, I already had all of these new things that have been applied to Wraith, apart from this one that we're going to talk about. So we've got Phantom. This is basically the main change for Wraith. Phantom, instead of how Decoy worked, Decoy would make Wraith go invisible, and then the Decoy would attack the hunters but not do much damage, whereas Phantom appears and they kind of work together. Her and her Phantom, they work together and fight the hunters and do a lot more damage. So other than that, all of the other abilities are the same, apart from this new passive ability that Wraith has called Isolation. And now this has happened with Behemoth. When Behemoth got reworked, a new passive ability got added to him. Okay, so anyway, the new passive ability works like this. So when combat is initiated with Wraith, if the hunters aren't within 20 meters of another teammate and within 60 meters of Wraith, every 5 seconds Wraith will get a stack and will get 60 extra melee damage. So Wraith can get a maximum of 5 stacks per hunter, so she can get 5 stacks on support, 5 stacks on medic. It's all separate. So if she gets 60 damage per stack and can do 5 stacks, she can do a maximum of 300 damage. And this can only be removed, so you can't get rid of this isolation being applied to you until Wraith has hit you, which I think really punishes the hunters just simply for not being in the right position, which it seems a bit unfair. 60 meters isn't far, and to be honest, you don't want to be near Wraith. If you're near to Wraith and she pops supernova, you're in trouble. Nevertheless, I'm currently investigating this in another video, so that is Wraith redone overall. Now let's move down here. Moving on to the dam. The dam was an original map from Evolve, and as with the other maps they have done certain changes. So on the screen now you can see the before picture, and Turtle Rock have made the following changes. It is bigger, it is cleaner, so they've taken out some assets, so they've obviously moved some trees so it looks like less cluttered, and therefore that makes it smoother as well, so it's obviously affected the frame rate and probably the routes that you can take. They're obviously a lot clearer, and it's also more balanced. And this is what we are left with. So this is the after picture, and as you can tell, it is now huge. It's almost 2 times the size of the original, which is great news. So that is the dam reintroduced. And finally we have arena mode returning. So here we are, arena mode. So this was in the original game, not at the very start, it came in late, but it was still there, and I'm not sure why they got rid of it, to be honest. It was a great little game mode. And basically it worked like this. So the game mode is a best of 3, so it's not best 2-3. So if hunters win 2 games, they win overall because it's out of 3. Basically the hunters are put into an immediate dome with the monster, and basically they just fight to the death, and they're in different domes each round. Again, I will be doing a separate video on this that covers it for any other little changes they may have done. So that is it for Sheer Horror Week 3. So we've got a new Wraith, an old map returning, and an old game mode. And one last note, the arena mode will be available in the arcade. So if you are playing arcade, it's likely you'll be facing an arena mode. Okay, other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I shall see you next time. Okay, thanks, guys. Bye.